You are welcome once more again to Akan TV. Um, NC Naomi reporting for Akan. Today in the studio we have another great woman of God. I mean, a woman God has raised for our time. A woman full with love. A woman that loves the things of God. A woman that God has just brought into our lives. Let me say for Stuttgart. I mean, to make a difference. Woman of God, you are welcome to the studio today.
Thank you, my sister.
It's an honor to have you in our studio. We've been long awaiting for this day to come. It's an honor to have you, woman of God.
Thank you very much.
Please, I would like you to introduce yourself to the audience so they may get to know a little bit about you and your ministry.
My name is Ruth Azugbene, married to Pastor Steve Azugbene. I'm also a pastor of Akan Church of All Nations, Evangelical Church of All Nations. And I'm happily married. I think you can see it on my face.
I can see it on your face. I can see.
Because that's the most important thing, married to a pastor. Yeah, by His grace, we thank God for this opportunity.
Wow, you're welcome again.
Thank you.
Akan women are having a great program that is coming up, which I'm so excited. I hope most of you that have seen the flyers on Facebook are excited as I am. The Covenant Women of Glory, that's the name of the Akan women. Wow, amazing. This convention is coming up, but I have to ask you, what is the purpose for this convention?
The purpose of this convention taking place on the 28th and 29th of next month is we realize that the church in person are being attacked by the demonic agents, and mostly the women. And we gather our head to say, we have to do something for the women to be able to empower themselves, regain strength, to go through whatever they are going through with the kids, with their own friends, with whatever. So that is the reason why we call for this convention.
Okay, but this convention, it's an annual convention. It means it's every year.
That's true.
Oh, so the convention it's actually for just to empower women.
That's true.
That is great because I mean women, we really need empowerment.
You can say it again.
We really do need, I mean.
We just talk about women with kids, husband, managing things, managing the household,
the house,
the husbands,
everything.
You know it. You just know it.
Amazing, yeah. I mean, we really do need it. We really do. We really do need that. But what attracts me on this convention is the topic. It's a very peculiar topic. That's managing conflict God's way. How to handle problems, conflict in God's way. Why this topic? Why did you have to come up with this theme?
I've been having so many calls concerning this theme, managing conflict in God's way. I just told them, I said, you just make it a day and come and see. Great woman of God is going to be there from the United States. Wow. We also have Pastor Linda from Stuttgart. People that stay in Stuttgart really know how powerful she is. And why this? We see that the devil is really attacking marriage, women, and using women as a tool. And because of this, we have been praying for this thing, and God speak to us and say, this I want you to give my daughters, the daughters of Zion, this year. You just, viewers out there, make it a day. Come and let your old stories, your life stories, be changed. The way you will handle your children, the way you will bring your children in godly ways. Do you know that when when your children grow to starting stage, they begin to get, I don't know if you can help me with that word, stubborn.
Being heady, being
yes.
stubborn, and
yes.
especially when they are getting to their teen ages.
Thank you.
They become very tough to handle.
Yes, they become very, very tough to handle. And this is an opportunity for our mothers. Even in marriage, your husband, your friends, you're going out with, you having a fiance, getting it's difficult to move with him.
How to cope with it.
Yes, to cope. Or you're just in marriage, you just enter marriage. It's not like the way you think. It's not the time you were boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, so this is your time to get more wisdom, knowledge, how to handle conflict in a godly way.
Wow. You talk, really deep about it, but as a mother, I'm a mother of two. Like you talk about when children are getting to a certain age, they become very difficult to handle. So, but I want to ask, how are they going to treat this part? We are going to take this short break and we'll be right back. Don't make a move. We'll be right back.
Walking. Yes, I'm walking. Alright. Light up my life so I can see the way. Where are my friends? Now I need them most. Lord, I believe if I walk on your path, there'll be no stumbling.
The devil is attacking marriages. So, our women need more wisdom. And this woman of God that is coming is loaded.
Wow.
She's going to give us some
workshop. Okay, there will be a workshop.
Workshops.
That will be on Saturday the 28th.
Thank you. She's going to give us a workshop how to handle things with your children. You know, when your children get teenage, when they're teenaged, you see that they start going out of the line. So this is the time for you people looking at me outside. Make it a day on the 28th and 29th of next month. Be with us here at Evangelical Church of All Nations, Genesenestrasse 83, and you will be more than blessed.
Amen. Amen. You are a pastor, married to a pastor, and at the same time you are a wife. So for those viewers out there that are in the same position with you, anyway, before going that further, how do you manage being a pastor, married to a pastor, and a wife? Because you know a lot of people have it difficult to, that triangle. You're a pastor, married to a pastor, and at the same time, you're a wife and a mother. How do you all go about it? Because I believe that's part of the things that they are going to learn during this convention.
Thank you very much, my sisters. You know, one thing I do, I try to be myself.
Amen.
When I'm in the church, I'm a pastor. And when I'm at home, I'm a friend to my husband. And it makes things, many of us, even with sisters, some of our sisters, they carry church into their home, into their bedroom. These things, I'm telling you, it's a poison. It's a poison for the marriage. So we have to kind of, revive our life. When I'm a pastor, I'm a pastor in the church. When I get home, I'm a friend to my husband,
and a wife,
and a mother. So it's make what I do most of the time or what I've realized so far is that my husband does not look at me as, somebody that has authority over his wife, because we laugh, jokes, and, kind of thing, come on, baby, kind of thing. And this help in the marriage, to move forward. Because with the friends, you don't feel bored. When you become Lord upon somebody,
that's when there's some strength. That's true. Wow, I mean, that's a lesson for somebody out there. You did mention that when you're at home, you are a wife and a friend to your husband, and in church, you're a pastor. And that's a good thing, because a lot of marriages go through they develop frictions, because fellow ministers, they carry church into their homes. Like you said, they take it right deep into the bedroom, which I know so many men of God will not just buy that. So how can you break that down a bit for a normal, person to understand? You know what I mean? I mean, to break it down a bit. Because you can just say, don't carry church into your home. Because still in your home, you still have to live a godly life. It doesn't mean that you're home, you're loose. You're out of the church. You're at home, you're loose. And don't take church into the bedroom. So what? Can you break it down a bit? So any normal person will understand you.
Okay, if you want me to break it, please permit me.
Yes.
I mean that, I have a great husband.
I know.
And I really love him.
He's a sweet daddy, I know.
I really love him. If I have to say. So what I'm saying to our sisters out there to learn is, when you are at home, you are just a normal person, not sisters, not tying your face. You can also make up, apply some, some body fragrance that will make your husband, pull your husband to you. Many of our men run outside because of the way the women, when they get married, they're kind of, I don't want to say give up, but they're kind of give up on their body,
themselves,
on their physical look, and that is important things in marriage. And if I'm allowed to say, I noticed that most of our sisters, mothers, when they have child running up and down in the, time of a child is a child. When time comes, the child must go to bed.
Okay.
So that...
Sorry, ma'am. What you mean? There should be a time, there is a time for children, and there is a time for your husband. When it's time for the children...
we must be able to separate the mother's side
and the wife's side.
Even being a friend to your husband.
To your husband.
You understand? A mother's side is different because you take care of your children, giving them all things they need. Being able to give your children a good training, putting them right at the right time to bed, that you may have enough time for your husband, because this is the only time when they are sleeping you have time for your husband, being a friend, relax. What's happened, baby? We used to go, the way we used to do before the kids come in. You have a time. So it is important, because this, and even if I have to say, putting on nice things.
Nice lingerie.
Preparing yourself for the night, for your husband. It's very important. It may look worldly what I'm saying, but I'm telling you, we need this in our home, even as a godly woman. I mean, I'm not saying you should, you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you should go extreme out, but you need some things to keep your husband, your home safe, secure.
I love that word, safe and secure. Mommy, I like your word. Excuse me.
It's wonderful.
It's really
wonderful. You
wonderful.
can laugh, yes.
No.
You know, I know many people out there also laughing, say, "Oh, I don't really know this woman. This is how
She can be.
She can be." So yes, brothers, sisters, yes, because the devil is using women. As
Maybe you could look at your camera so that that person listening should know that you're talking to him or her. Because it is very, very important, because those are part of the things that we are going to learn during this convention. To me, you are not going to extremes. Really. You are just hitting the nail at the point, so that our marriages will not go through all these things that you hear in the world, people divorcing and all that. So, mommy, please, just hit the nail. Speak to the camera, to that one that is listening.
I want to say, my sister, especially the sisters, our Christian sisters, please do not take church, Christian, into your home. When I say into your home, I'm not saying you shouldn't take it into your home. I'm saying into your bedroom. You have to secure your home. Protect and secure your home. And how do you protect and secure your home? In that you separate church, number one, separate mother, number two, separate you yourself as a wife, taking care of your husband, or and separate friends also. What do I mean by that? Many of us, when we get kids, when our kids is around, then we kind of giving up on things which we used to do.
Neglecting the husband.
Yes. You said the right word. Neglecting our husband. And that, the men may not talk, but they are missing it. And some do go outside there. And we realize that many of our sisters crying back, "I don't know, mommy, this. I sit them down, telling you. Yes, I used to sit my daughters down and say, "What are you doing at home? What is your activities? What are you doing those days that you're not doing again? What stop you not to get attention, not to give your husband the time that he needs?" When your boyfriend, you come in that time, the way you used to do. Why are you not doing it? Just because I'm a Christian does not mean that I have to neglect myself. I have to put on something that my husband will admire.
Wow.
Separate yourself as a mother, as a wife, and have time for your husband. Very, very important. And most of all, pray for your family. Because the Bible says the devil is like a roaring lion, looking for who to devour. So, brethren, I'm pleading, make it a day. Come to Ekan, Evangelical Church of All Nations, Ekan, Stuttgart, at Straße 83, and come and learn. And come and have an impartation from this great woman of God that is coming. You will never regret it.
Amen. Amen.
Many of our sisters are making this mistake. A mistake of what? Taking Christianity extreme. They are real extreme. I'm saying that in manner of your dressing to attract your husband. Christianity, yes, fine and good, but you must make sure that you secure your home in a godly way. Putting on some things that will speak to your husband, because you don't want to lose your marriage. And the devil is using this as a tool, especially for our sisters. Your husband is trying to say, Lamba sokotorobo, shandalaba, lakasaka, riketekete, rebobo. You pulling the man off. You're not devoting time for your husband. The way you take care of your children, this is the way you're supposed to take care of your husband. And things that you're doing when in the time of courtship, you have to make sure that you never give it up. Always create a time for your husband, looking nice, put a nice fragrance, nice dress, nice nightie that will speak to your husband, so that to avoid conflict in homes, in marriages, in wherever. So I don't want to take too much preaching here to you, but make it a day and come to Evangelical Church of Our Nation, and you will be more than blessed.
God bless you, woman of God. In fact, that day, from what she just spoke, I mean, it's a day that is so loaded. All you need to do is to be there, because the women of God that are coming, Prophetess Sandra from the United States of America, and Pastor Linda from Stuttgart. These women, they are going to break down these things, because the enemy thinks that he's smart. He's attacking the women. So we are going to have lectures or teachings on how to manage, like what our mother just said, about how to handle, how to, let me say, spice up your home. Be a wife in your bedroom and being a pastor in church. And at the same time, you be a mother to your children. I believe that was what you were trying to,
Exactly, that was what I was trying to say.
Down.
Even as a sister, you can also be a sister, a sister in the church, but be a friend to your husband at home.
Exactly. We are going to take this short break and we'll be right back. Don't make a move. We'll be right back.
Walking. Yes, I'm walking. Light up my life so I can see the way. Where are my friends? There'll be no stumbling.
Woman of God, what last word do you have for the audience in respect to the convention?
I want to say, make it a day. Come to Evangelical Church of Our Nation, to our women convention, and you will be more than blessed.
Amen. Well, that's all we have for you today. Like she said, you just make it today and come to this program. I trust you. I know these women of God that are coming, they are women that are loaded. So you just come and see your life transformed. Until next time, I'm NC Naomi, reporting for ACAN TV. God bless you.